This person loves you, but has a serious problem with your appearance. My beloved child. Before you decide to look away, listen carefully because what you are about to hear has been hidden from you for far too long. Someone carries deep feelings for you, feelings they have fought against every single day. They admire your heart, your loyalty, your kindness, and the way your presence changes every room you enter. Yet there is one obstacle they have never found the courage to speak about. It is not because you are unworthy. It is not because you are not enough. It is because they have allowed fear, opinions, and unrealistic expectations to cloud what their heart already knows. Don't skip, because the truth becomes more surprising with every passing moment. Something huge is waiting for you. This person has spent countless nights wondering if they should walk toward you or walk away forever. Every time they try to convince themselves to let you go, your memory returns even stronger. They replay your conversations, your smile, your laughter, and even the smallest moments you probably forgot. Yet one silent concern keeps standing between love and action. The shocking part is that this concern is far smaller than the feelings they carry, but they have allowed it to grow into something much bigger inside their mind. What happened recently changed everything. Someone unexpectedly asked them a simple question about you, and instead of answering immediately, they became completely silent. That silence revealed more than words ever could. They realized they were protecting feelings they had been trying to deny. They admitted to themselves that no matter how hard they searched for someone else, they kept comparing everyone to you. But then another voice appeared inside their thoughts, whispering doubts about appearances, about what other people might think, about impossible standards that never should have mattered in the first place. Stay till the end because this is where everything begins to shift. The surprising truth is that they are no longer questioning whether they love you, they already know the answer. The real battle is whether they can overcome the fear that has controlled them for so long. They are beginning to understand something powerful. Appearances change with time, but character becomes even more valuable. Every memory of your kindness keeps breaking down the walls they built around themselves, and those walls are starting to crack faster than they expected. Right now, a moment is approaching that neither you nor this person can stop. A conversation, a meeting, or even a single unexpected glance has the potential to change everything between you. They are standing closer to a decision than ever before, even if you cannot see it yet. Don't skip because the next step is the one they never imagined they would take. Something huge is waiting for you. They have started noticing details they ignored before. What they once believed was a flaw has slowly become something unique, something unforgettable. That realization has surprised even them. They are beginning to understand that what first caught their attention was never your appearance alone, it was the peace they felt around you, the comfort they could never explain, and the connection that refused to disappear. But there is still one final barrier inside their heart, and until that barrier falls completely, they will continue fighting a battle no one else can see. The next moment will reveal whether love finally becomes stronger than fear, and when that happens, nothing between you will ever feel the same again. A quiet change has already begun, even though neither of you has spoken about it. My beloved child. The person who has been wrestling with these emotions is starting to notice something they never expected. The opinions that once sounded so loud are becoming quieter every single day. They have watched people judge others based on appearances, and suddenly they realized how empty those judgments truly are. Don't skip because what happened after this realization completely caught them off guard. Something huge is waiting for you. They remembered a moment when you showed kindness without expecting anything in return. That memory refused to leave their mind. It replayed over and over until they finally admitted that no physical feature could ever replace the peace they feel when they think about you. They tried distracting themselves, meeting new people, and convincing themselves they could move on, but every road somehow led back to your name. The more they resisted, the stronger their feelings became. For the first time, they are beginning to fear losing you more than they fear what anyone else might say. Then something unexpected happened that shook their confidence. They overheard a conversation that forced them to look at themselves instead of looking at you. Someone spoke about how easily people throw away genuine connections while chasing impossible standards. Those words stayed with them long after the conversation ended. Stay till the end because this moment became the turning point they never saw coming. They started asking themselves difficult questions. What if they had been focusing on the wrong thing all along? What if the very quality they once questioned was the reason they could never forget you? They looked back at every meaningful memory, and none of those memories were about appearance. Every unforgettable moment came from the way you made them feel, safe, understood, respected, and accepted. That realization hit them harder than they expected. They are beginning to recognize that they were never protecting themselves from disappointment. Instead, they were protecting themselves from taking a risk that could have brought them the happiness they have secretly wanted for so long. Now they are standing at the edge of a decision that cannot be delayed much longer. My beloved child, the next time your paths cross, you may notice something different in the way they look at you. The hesitation will still be there, but it will no longer be as strong as before. Don't skip because the biggest surprise has not happened yet. Something huge is waiting for you. They are preparing themselves to let go of the fear that has been controlling their heart, but one final truth still remains hidden. There is someone whose opinion has influenced their choices for a very long time, and that influence is beginning to weaken. Once that final chain breaks, everything they have been holding inside could finally come into the open. They may not speak immediately, but their actions will start revealing what their words have been unable to say. And when that hidden influence finally disappears, the confession they have kept buried for so long may arrive when you least expect it. A truth they have hidden from everyone is becoming impossible to carry any longer. My beloved child. Every day they tell themselves they should stop thinking about you, yet something always pulls them back. It could be a familiar song, a place that reminds them of you, or even a random moment when your name unexpectedly crosses their mind. Don't skip, because what they discovered about themselves changed everything. Something huge is waiting for you. They finally realized they were never struggling with your appearance as much as they were struggling with their own fears. They worried about being judged. They worried about making the wrong choice. They worried that other people would question their decision. But every time those fears appeared, one question became louder than all the others: why can't I stop thinking about this person? That question has followed them everywhere, and they still haven't found an answer that allows them to walk away from you. Then came a moment that felt almost impossible to ignore. They saw someone who reminded them of you. Not because they looked the same, but because they carried the same kindness, the same calm presence, and the same genuine heart. In that instant, they understood something that completely surprised them. Stay till the end because this realization is only the beginning. They recognized that the qualities they had been searching for in everyone else had always existed in you. What they once believed was a reason to hesitate suddenly became insignificant compared to everything they admired about you. Their heart has already chosen, but their mind is still trying to catch up. They have started imagining what life would look like if they finally stopped listening to outside voices and started listening to what they truly feel. That thought no longer scares them the way it once did. Instead, it fills them with a strange sense of peace they cannot explain. Now the distance between you and this person is becoming smaller in ways you cannot yet see. My beloved child, they are quietly preparing themselves for a conversation they never imagined having. Don't skip because the next step could change the direction of both your lives. Something huge is waiting for you. They are no longer asking whether you are worthy of their love. Instead, they are asking whether they have waited too long to tell you the truth. That question keeps them awake at night. They know opportunities do not remain forever, and they are beginning to fear silence more than rejection. One unexpected event is approaching, and when it arrives, they may finally choose honesty over hesitation. The words they have buried deep inside for so long are closer than ever to being spoken, and once they are, nothing between you will ever return to the way it was before. My beloved child, the moment they have been trying to avoid is now closer than ever before. Every excuse they once used is beginning to lose its power. They have spent so much time analyzing every detail that they forgot the most important truth: real love cannot survive if it is controlled by fear. Don't skip, because the next revelation changes everything you thought you knew. Something huge is waiting for you. Over the last few days, they have noticed something remarkable. Every time they imagined a future without you, it felt empty. Every time they imagined taking one honest step toward you, they felt nervous, but also hopeful. That hope has become impossible to silence. They are starting to understand that the concern they once placed on your appearance was never strong enough to erase the connection they feel whenever you enter their thoughts. Their heart keeps reminding them that peace is far more valuable than perfection. An unexpected conversation is about to force them to make a choice they can no longer postpone. Someone close to them will unknowingly ask a question that cuts straight through every excuse they have been hiding behind. Stay till the end because this is the turning point they never expected. Instead of defending their old thinking, they will pause, and for the first time, they will admit that they have been afraid of losing something truly rare. That realization will surprise even them. They will begin remembering the little things that made you unforgettable. The respect you showed others, the way you listened without judging, and the quiet strength you carried when life became difficult. Those memories are becoming louder than every outside opinion. The walls around their heart are no longer standing as firmly as they once did, and each passing day makes it harder for them to pretend they feel nothing. Now the final barrier is beginning to crack. My beloved child, they know they cannot keep hiding behind silence forever. Don't skip, because the next chapter is unlike anything they imagined. Something huge is waiting for you. They are preparing themselves to face the one truth they avoided for so long: genuine love asks for courage, not perfection. Very soon, an unexpected opportunity will appear, a simple meeting, a message, or a conversation that neither of you planned. When that moment arrives, they will have only two choices. Let fear win once again, or finally follow what their heart has been trying to tell them from the beginning. Right now, they are leaning toward the choice they once believed was impossible, and the next step they take could reveal feelings that have remained hidden for far too long. My beloved child, what is happening inside this person's heart can no longer be hidden. They have reached the point where pretending feels more painful than telling the truth. Don't skip, because the next few moments reveal something they never thought they would admit. Something huge is waiting for you. Every doubt they once carried is slowly being replaced by a powerful realization. They have begun to understand that the feature they once questioned was never the reason they hesitated. It became an excuse to avoid taking an emotional risk. Deep inside, they feared becoming vulnerable. They feared loving someone so deeply that losing them would hurt beyond words. Now that fear is beginning to lose its grip. Every memory of your kindness, your patience, and the peace you brought into their life keeps reminding them that a genuine connection is worth far more than any temporary opinion. A surprising event is about to push everything forward. Someone will unknowingly say something that completely changes the way they see you. Stay till the end, because this unexpected moment becomes impossible for them to ignore. They will hear your name in a positive conversation, and instead of feeling uncertain, they will feel proud that they know you. That single moment will erase months of hesitation. They will finally recognize that the qualities they admire most have nothing to do with appearance. They have watched people with perfect looks disappoint those around them, while people with sincere hearts created lasting happiness. That realization will strike them with incredible force. For the first time, they will stop worrying about what others expect and begin asking themselves only one question: will I regret staying silent if this chance disappears forever? The answer will become clearer with every passing day. Now the story is approaching the moment that changes everything. My beloved child, they are preparing themselves to step beyond fear and into honesty. Don't skip, because the biggest revelation is still ahead. Something huge is waiting for you. They have already imagined what they want to say when the opportunity finally arrives. Their heartbeat quickens every time they think about facing you, yet the excitement is becoming stronger than the anxiety. They know they cannot keep hiding behind uncertainty forever. One unexpected encounter is drawing closer, and when it happens, the emotions they have buried for so long may finally rise to the surface. The words they have been rehearsing in silence are almost ready to be spoken, but there is one final truth they still haven't shared, a truth that could completely transform the future of your connection when the next chapter begins. My beloved child, the final piece of this hidden story is moving into place, and this person can feel it even if they cannot explain why. They have stopped trying to erase you from their thoughts because every attempt has only brought them closer to the truth. Don't skip, because what is about to happen has been building for much longer than you realize. Something huge is waiting for you. They have finally accepted that real affection is not measured by appearances but by the peace someone brings into your life. Every time they picture their future, your presence quietly appears in it without invitation. That realization has shaken them more than anything else. They now understand that they almost let fear steal something that could have become one of the most meaningful connections of their life. The person who once hesitated is no longer searching for reasons to stay away. Instead, they are searching for the courage to take one honest step forward. An unexpected moment is now closer than ever. It may seem ordinary at first, a message, a brief conversation, or a chance meeting. But for this person, it will feel like the opportunity they have been waiting for. Stay till the end because the next decision will reveal what has been locked inside their heart for so long. Before that moment arrives, they will look back at everything they believed about appearances and realize how much those beliefs almost cost them. They will see that your kindness remained consistent, your character never changed, and your sincerity never asked for approval. Those qualities have become impossible for them to ignore. The more they reflect on everything that has happened, the more convinced they become that they were looking at the wrong thing from the very beginning. Now they are ready to stop listening to fear and start listening to what their heart has been trying to tell them all along. The waiting season is almost over. My beloved child, this person's silence is becoming heavier than the truth they have been trying to hide. Don't skip because the biggest turning point is standing right in front of them. Something huge is waiting for you. They know that if they remain silent much longer, they may lose the chance they secretly hoped for. That thought has become stronger than every doubt they once carried. Soon, they will make a choice that surprises even them. Instead of allowing outside opinions to decide their future, they will begin following the feelings they can no longer deny. And when that moment finally arrives, you may discover that the obstacle which once seemed impossible was never powerful enough to defeat a heart that truly refused to let go. The next chapter begins with a decision that neither of you will ever forget.